BJ Peters here from stampinbj.com, and I have a fun technique to share with you today. It's actually not a new technique, it's bleaching, and I have made some fabulous cards with it. And let's show you how easy it is to do this technique. Most of us are going to have a little household bleach in the house, so you can try it too. So here's the card I wanted to share with you. Again, it uses that accented bloom stamp set, which I have loved playing with. You'll find a number of other samples on my website. But I dug out my bleach and did this little bleaching technique on here. And I think sometimes we forget about that. And I wanted to share how easy and fun that technique is with you today. So what I've done is I've taken the accented bloom stamp set and I've stamped it in Versamark and then embossed it in gold embossing powder. And I've got the lid of my bleach container here with a little bit of bleach in the lid. And I actually have an old blender pen that is dried up that I have marked with washi tape. And that is what I'm going to use to bleach out these areas. So I'm just dipping my blender pen inside the bleach. So I'm just going to use this nice tip on here to run inside of the embossed lines, and that is going to interact with our cardstock, and our cardstock being solid color all the way through will then bleach out. So you're going to get a little bit different look on each of the cardstocks that we have. You see how nice I can control that bleach on here by just using this nice tip on the blender pen. So don't throw your old blender pens away because there's going to be a use for them. So I've completed coloring in all the areas with that bleach and that blender pen. And now I'm just going to let it dry. I love the color that this is creating. It kind of reminds me of Bermuda Bay actually. So now I'm just going to set this aside and let it dry. Here it is, all dry and ready for the next step. I love the Bermuda Bay and color that came out. And you know, each color is going to be just a little bit different. What I have here is, this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And because I used gold embossing powder, I'm actually going to mount it on a piece of gold foil cardstock that is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then I'm going to mount that on a thick whisper white that is 4 1/4 by 11, scored and folded at 5 1/2. And I'm going to pop this up with Stampin' Dimensionals. And there is that. All right, I have gone ahead and I have stamped a greeting in Bermuda Bay, and I punched it out with that tailored tag punch. So this is ready to go. I'm going to add just a little bit of interest though with our gold metallic thread. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back here. And then I'm going to take my thread. I like to wind it around my fingers. I don't know. I just use 4 times. We'll cut it off here. And then because I've got tape on the back of my label or greeting here, I can actually just lay the thread right on here and it will stick. That one is being a little bit ornery. Now I'm going to add some dimensionals to this, and I'm going to put them right over the top of some of those threads, and that will further hold it into place. And here's our greeting going right on that little spot there. Oh my gosh, I love it. It is so gorgeous. So, you know, as we were doing this and I was letting it dry, I thought, I've got all this stuff out. I want to see what it looks like on our new lovely lipstick color. Are you ready to see it? Here it is. Look at that. Oh, I love how it turned out. I used the same dimensions, the same everything, except that I used silver on this one. So cool. I just love it. They are so, so cute. Here they are, all 3 of them together. You can kind of check them out. Which one's your favorite? Remember, all these products are going to be available in my online store starting June 1st in the new fabulous 2018-2019 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. And if you don't have a demonstrator and need one of your catalogs, be sure and click on my catalogs tab on my website, stampinbj.com, and you'll find out how you can get one. Remember, you can shop in my online store at stampandbj.com at any time. And remember to create and feel great.